Today things are way different. Today I'm wearing a yellow shirt. So kick back, get ready to learn some recruiting information. I've got 5 questions today from parents about the recruiting process. So let's get right into them. The first one, have the coaches changed their perspective on the typical recruit now that players that don't meet the recruit model are being so productive, i.e. Altuve, Pedroia, Gardner, etc.? All right, have they changed their perspective on the typical recruit? Well, what does a typical recruit look like? I got no idea. Is there a model? You said there's a model. I don't know that any coach or scout has a model that they're looking for. CC Sabathia, he looks a lot different than Pedroia, but I bet you'd want to have both of them on your team. So there's really no. Maybe you're talking about the undersized player. It all depends on what the skill set is. What position does he play or project at? The smaller player has to do a lot of things really, really well. And the guys that you named, well, those guys are, an anomaly, man. Those guys are special people. And there's not many of those people in the world. If there was a lot more of them, they'd be playing Major League Baseball. But if you've ever been on the field, I've been on the field for BP for a Major League team. What we have in common with all those people is they are large people. Big, strong people. And there's a lot more that goes into it. I mean, obviously, from a performance standpoint, you don't have to be big, but you got to be strong. Typically strong people are larger people. But it's a toll, man. That season's a long, long road, and it takes a toll on your body. So the bigger, stronger you are, the more you're going to be able to absorb, the demands that you're placing upon it. So have coaches, changed what they're looking for? I don't think so. If there's an undersized guy, if there's a 5'7" kid who can just balls out, man, and just, does everything well, I mean, I think guys are going to recruit them, so. And it's kind of that underdog, I don't know many coaches that don't like the underdog type player. So hopefully that answers your question. All right, second one. What do you suggest? What do you suggest of an athlete going into, during, and following a showcase event with regards to contacting coaches? All right, so if I'm a player and I'm going to go to a showcase, well, there's some variables there. So do I know? Okay, let's assume I know who's going to be there. Let's say we're going to an Impact Baseball showcase camp. All right, I know exactly who's going to be there because it's advertised what coaches are going to be there. All right, so I'm going to contact those schools. All right, those schools I'm going to contact. I'm going to introduce myself, and I'm going to let those coaches know, hey, I'm going to be at this camp, and I'm really interested in your school. I'm not going to send them all an email at one time, like a big mass email, like an idiot. I'm going to send them an email personalized to each one of those coaches. I'm going to introduce myself, tell them I'm interested, and then, then I'm going to go out there and I'm going to see what happens. I think it's okay to introduce yourself during a camp, like ours. You can go speak to the coaches. I mean, they're employed at the camp. So I think it's fine to introduce yourself and, and just, you gotta do something that's going to impress those coaches. Just, going over and shaking their hands, not going to get you a scholarship. If anything, it'll just be very awkward, for both of you if you're not good enough to play there. But, see what happens. So after the camp, I would wait, wait a little bit, man. Maybe they're going to contact you if they like you. Wait a couple days, man. If you don't hear from those schools, odds are they're probably not, super interested in you, and they need to see you again, or they're just not interested at all. So what you could do is you could send those coaches a follow-up email. Hey, coach, enjoyed working with you, or enjoyed meeting you, or thanks for the opportunity, blah, 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 blah. I just wanted to see if you were interested in me, or if there's anything that you saw that I could improve on. I think that's how I would handle that situation. All right. Next question. Do coaches make introductions to other programs for athletes that are capable but not a fit for their own program? So you're saying if I really want to go to school A and they don't want me, are they going to recommend school X, Y, and Z? I don't think so, man. I don't. Maybe. I don't think it's like going to Food Lion and they don't have what you want, and they're like, yeah, go to Target. I don't think it's. I don't think they're going to recommend other schools to you. So, how do I get on a specific school's radar? Well, I contact them. That's what I would do. And it's kind of repetitive, but it's the same thing. And hopefully you guys are getting the picture. You have to be proactive in this process. So if I really want to go to a school, man, I got to let them know, because especially the younger you are, they just don't know who you are. I think too many kids and too many parents take it for granted, man, like these coaches know everything. No, they don't. So you have to contact those coaches and use some references, man. Have some people, that, have a little bit of weight, in the baseball society, a high school coach, a travel team coach, a pro scout, somebody who played college baseball, professional baseball, maybe that gives you lessons, somebody maybe with some connection to the program, a former player or whatever. Use somebody, if you can. If you don't have a reference like that, it's okay. Let those coaches know yourself, hey, look, man, I'm interested. That's how you're going to get on their radar, man. I mean, and then see what happens, so hopefully that helps. All right. Last one. What year in high school is the quote unquote most important year for recruiting? Well, I first started doing this, the most important year for, the typical, college bound kid was kind of that junior year in the fall of their senior year. I remember having a team in the fall, and man, we had, 18 kids, whatever it was, and those guys, we could barely field a team every weekend because all those guys were taking official visits. Nobody's taking official visits anymore except for the school they committed at, which I guess is cool. It saves the school some money, but so what's the most important year? Well, that's just going to come down to how good you are. What is your skill level? If you're a superstar, man, if you're just an elite player and you're in the right situation where, you're in a program like the Dirtbags and you can play, big time Division I baseball, man, well, we're not going to keep it a secret. We're going to let coaches know. We're not trying to keep you a secret. We want that stuff to happen for you. So by playing for a team like the Dirtbags, man, and you're really good, things are going to go a lot faster than if you just, played high school baseball and nothing else. So, what's the most important year? It's going to be different for everyone. It just depends on how good you are. What is your talent level? What is your skill level? And, it's just going to it's not right or wrong, when it happens, but it's just going to happen at different times for different skill levels. So it's really going to be a unique situation for everybody. So hopefully those helped you guys. Stay tuned, man, and keep firing those recruiting questions in. I've got several more I got to get to. Send them to thedirtbagsbaseball@gmail.com. See you next time.